Yo, what is going on, Draft League fans? My name is IronBoffin, and we are here for the final week of Bubby's Ultra Battle League, and we are fighting for our life, fighting for our playoff spot. The playoff picture is this: win and in. If we beat Vandy here today, we make playoffs, guaranteed, no doubt about it. Vandy is 0-6, but his team is nasty, and he's been playing well, so we are taking this so seriously. His team is very scary. A lot of we got like we got setup galore. We got heavy hitters in Metagross. We got setup, good pivots, DeFi. He's got a lot of stuff, and it's a good matchup into my team. So we're gonna have to be careful here. But yeah, so playoff picture is if I beat Vandy here in week 7, I am in playoffs. If I lose, and then Nexus loses a game and Linz loses a game, then we're also in. So it's gonna get a little squirrely if we don't win here today. If I don't win today, and then I'll come back, you'll see it in the video. I'll come back and kind of explain where we're at. But yeah, let's talk about his team. We got Garchomp, Metagross, Thunderous Incarnate. We have Primarina there, who I love Primarina. I gotta draft Primarina one of these days. Talonflame, Porygon 2, Annihilate, Alolan Muck, Shaman, and Kamala. I don't see Kamala coming here this week. I don't think that makes any sense. But the other 9 Pokemon, I love this team. I think this team is nasty. What are we afraid of? The Annihilate is always a problem to go against. I hate going up against Annihilate. It's very strong. He could be a very strong Scarf set if he wants, or he could be the bulk up set and be kind of scary that way too. The good news is we do have the Psychic types to pressure it, so there is a chance it doesn't show up this week. Because we do have Psy Spam, there's a chance it doesn't show up. But there's a chance it does, so we have to be ready for it. Garchomp is always scary because it can have the Scale Shot. Don't love that. If I think it's a Scale Shot, we are in trouble. So we're going to have to be very careful about that. Metagross, just a big, heavy hitter. It can be a rocker if he wants it to be. It can be just a choice banded smacker. It's got Bullet Punch. It's a scary mon. Thunderous Incarnate, again, could be either Pranks or T-Wave spammer or bulk up setup sweeper. Another problem. Primarina, bulky kind of flip turner, I expect. I don't see that. I don't think it's particularly good into my team. I think it's good, but I don't see it being like... I don't see it being like a spec set this week or anything like that. I think it's going to be more of like a bulky pivot. Talonflame, obviously can click Blade Bird. It can be Flame Body problematic that way as well if it doesn't want to run Gale Wings. P2, always a problem. I have knockoff on like 2 Pokemon, so hopefully we can knock that off. Hopefully it doesn't show up this week. That would just be the best case scenario, but Porygon 2 is a very good Pokemon. I expect it to show up. Alolan Muck is the biggest problem for my team going in. So we're going to have to be very scared about that. And then there's obviously the Shaman as well, who could come in as an easy check to like Lando and Blastoise and stuff like that. But that's Vandy's team. Let's talk about the team that I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. All right, first up, you know we're bringing our round 1 pick. No doubt about it. We got Kayano, the Meowscarada, rocking heavy duty boots, Protean, Play Rough, Knockoff, Flower Trick, and U-Turn. It was really tough to choose between like Triple Axle or Play Rough, but I decided I need to be able to hit the Annihilate. I need to be able to hit the Annihilate. So we're bringing Play Rough. That also does let me hit the Garchomp. The only thing I can't hit with this set is the Thunderous, which is a problem. But we have enough speed to outspeed max speed Thunderous Incarnate. Obviously, we can't outspeed Talonflame anyway, so I was kind of expecting that to just kind of, you know, it could be like a Flame Body set to try to burn me, but I expect just like the Brave Bird, click Brave Bird. So yeah, that's an easy set. And then we're putting it all in defense because he has a lot of defensive priority in Bullet Punch, Brave Bird. Was there more priority? Anyway, that's like Bullet Punch and Brave Bird is enough priority there, right? So that's the strat going into there. And then also by bringing Protean and bringing Play Rough, Fairy type is pretty decent into his team, barring the Bullet Punch from Metagross, but we have a way to kind of hopefully deal with that. Next up, we're bringing SKA coming up big for us last week. This week is going back to its more defensive role. I needed a defensive check to things like Metagross and Garchomp. So that's SKA's job here. Also kind of checking the Annihilate just a little bit. If it starts spamming close combat at me, I can kind of click it, surf into it and stuff like that. So that's the goal with SKA here. Obviously, I had to bring the Ice Beam for the Garchomp and the Shaman. We have the Flip Turn. We have the Spin. Pretty basic set there. Nothing too crazy going on. Didn't really need to speed creep anything. So next up, we have Saiken. Saiken the Assault Vest, Max Defense, Sui and Gudra. I love this set. I love this mon. Knockoff, Dragon Tail, Earthquake, and Terra Blast. This is going to be my primary Terra. Like, this is who I want to Terra. Terra Fairy makes me able to deal with Annihilate and Garchomp a lot better. Metagross is still a problem, but Metagross wasn't ideal anyway. We have the knockoff to hopefully get the knockoff on Porygon 2. We have the Earthquake for the Alolan Muck. We have Dragon Tail to try to phase out all the setup that is on the team. And we have Terra Blast Fairy for things like Annihilate and Garchomp there. So hopefully Psychic is here to show up, take a couple big hits, stop things from setting up and sweeping. That's kind of the goal with Psychic there. Next up, we're bringing Neji. Neji the Indeedee here, rocking Terrain Extender, Psychic Surge, Expanding Force, Shadow Ball, Encore, and Dazzling Gleam. We have enough speed to outspeed Annihilate. Max speed Annihilate, barring Scarf, of course. The goal with this is I want Psychic Surge. There's a lot of priority on the team in Brave Bird and Bullet Punch, and Prankster T-Wave from the Thundurus. I don't want to deal with that, so I figured Psychic in general looks good into his team, barring the Muck. If we clear the Muck, my team runs rampant. If we don't clear the Muck, it's a bit of a problem. But we'll get there when we get there, am I right? But yeah, that's kind of the goal here. Just get the terrain up and keep it up and then stop things from being priority. Next up, we have our priority, or not our priority, our Psychic Terrain abuser here. We have the Verso, the Iron Crown, rocking Volt Switch, Expanding Force, Tachyon Cutter, and Terra Blast Ground with Choice Scarf. I don't want to have to use Terra Ground, but if I'm in a spot either where Psychic's low and it's not going to help, or where I'm in a good spot, I just got to break past Muck and Metagross, then Verso can be the man for the job. So that's hopefully what's going to happen there. I have enough speed to outspeed Annihilate again before any, you know, Scarfs, and etc., etc. So that's the problem here, is that any of his Scarfers are going to be faster than me. So, like, Garchomp could be faster after a Scale Shot. Not ideal, but I think I have enough answers into Garchomp where I can't run away with the game with a Scale Shot. Now, if it gets a Scale Shot and a Swords Dance, then I let it win anyway, so there's nothing I can do. And then last but not least, we are bringing the Myth. Shout out to Seabad for this set. He cooked up this one. I'm not even going to try to take credit for it. We have Intimidate, Mirror Herb with Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Fly, and Rock Slide. That's right. This isn't Gen 7 with Supersonic Sky Strike. This is Gen 9, unfortunately. No, I'm kidding. I like Gen 9. But the Mirror Herb tech is pretty cool here because he has 2 Defiant Pokemon in Annihilate and Thundurus. I expect Annihilate to come here. One of them's coming. And if I pop Defiant on something, I get a +2 boost. So that's the goal going into this. I was scared to bring this originally, but, you know, ooh, excuse me. Let's see if I remember to edit that out. With the Mirror Herb, I basically one-shot and Annihilate all the time, unless it's like max defense with a +2 Earthquake. Fly for the Shaman. Fly also hits Annihilate, but I won't need Fly for that. But Fly hits the Shaman, and Rock Slide hits the Thundurus. So if this thing gets its +2, I obviously, unfortunately, can't outspeed anything, but I think I can take some mons with me before I die. So that's the goal with the Myth here. I'm pretty excited. I love being in a win and in situation. Our destiny is in our hands. Let's go get that battle with Vandy and see how it goes. All right, here we are. It is the final week of the BUBL. Oh, they did bring the Muck. I was just really but no Annihilate is very cool for me. I like the no Annihilate. Talonflame, Shaman, a Muck. All right. So we know they're Terrifier, Porygon 2. This is a problematic team for me to deal with. I'm not going to lie. This is problematic. Thundy does look... Thundy looks scary. Because I'm sure it's Terra Ice to hit Lando. Which I don't like. Because it's always going to be faster than me. So that's a problem. That's a problem. It's not really a problem. We just don't bank too hard on the Mirror Herb, which is fine. We just kind of lean into... the pivoting strat. Now, if I lead Lando, I would expect... I feel like you probably lead... Who do I think you lead? I'm going to lead Neji to kind of shut off the prankster stuff. That was kind of my plan to start anyway. If you lead a little passively into me, then we can kind of get started from there. So I think that's going to work out for me. But just shutting off the prankster T-Waves, if that's what you are, or Bullet Punch. Okay, bird. Hola, Boff. Hello. What's up, Vandy? My guy. Okay. Perfect. This is more or less what I wanted. He can't Brave Bird me. So I'm pretty free to go for an Expanding Force. The Muck is a very easy play here. The Muck is a very easy play. Do I want to just kind of get a Dazzling Gleam to kind of get... You just gotta go Muck. You really do. So I'm going to be aggressive here off the start. Because I don't think you Willow. There's no reason to Willow me. The only problem would be if you Brave Bird, not knowing you can't. I'm going to be aggressive to start here. I was faster. Or you U-turned. Yeah, U-turn makes sense. Okay. U-turn makes sense. Okay, so we see Talonflame with U-turn. I was like, I don't know why I didn't expect him to have U-turn, but that's fine. Not that I didn't expect it, but good to know that that's one of his moves. Because he could be like Flare Blitz, Brave Bird, Will-O-Wisp, but basically like loses a coverage move. Although I guess he doesn't need Brave Bird, right? He has to go Thundy here, I think, is his play. Senor Bob. Okay, it comes to P2. So you obviously have Ice Beam. You get a special attack boost, which is unfortunate. Not what I want to see. Oh, no! You popped my Mirror Herb on that. No! It's not what I wanted. No! Unfort. Oh, I didn't think of that. I didn't see that coming. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we'll go Psychic here. That's so funny! That's so funny! Oh, absolutely ruined. It's okay. It's fine. You go Psychic in here. Goes for Ice Beam. It should do 0. Yeah, literally nothing. Quite literally nothing. Let's go for a knockoff here. Let's go for the knockoff. He's Terrifier. So nothing to immediately threaten me. Okay, switches out. Who comes in here? Hello, bot. This is so funny. Okay, actually, I'm okay with this thing coming in. I want chip on this really bad. I'm actually so fine with this being in. Assault Vest. Huge. AV knocked off. Okay. I want to see kind of like what the calcs look like into this thing, because I just need a little chip in this thing. Muck. Earthquake's doing 50%. I want that 50% really bad, so I'm gonna go and get it. I'm gonna take my damage. Big damage. Big, massive damage. Goes for knockoff. That's fine. I'll trade. I'll make the trade. I'll take the trade. You could go Talonflame here, but that's fine if you do. I kind of just want to Earthquake again. I could Dragon Tail. I don't see any reason to do that. I will Dragon Tail just in case he wants to go into Thundy for free or something. We got the damage we needed on Muck, so we're good to go. I don't think you stay in here. I think you need to keep this for my E-Force. So that's great news. We saw knockout. Like I said, that's completely fine with me. No item. Make sure I don't calc thinking I have knockoff still. Okay, switches out. Perfect. So I just want to make sure nothing gets to come in for free like this. Olabaf, who's this? Is this the Talonflame? T-Flame. Get him out. Get him out! That's not 0. Oh, Flame Body Burn. Unlucky. Okay, so we do know Flame Body. Okay. Unfortunate Flame Body proc there, but, you know, you get that's what you get in these leagues. You get that in these leagues. Okay, so what do I want to try to do here? I don't know what he's going to do. I could go Lando. I don't think it's worth. I don't think we need to throw Psychic away here. I'll go Lando. We'll get an Intimidate. I don't think you Ice Punch here or anything. Oh, did you stay in? No, I think you still switch. Who do you go into them? You get our Intimidate. Drain Punch. Okay, perfect. That's good for me. I'm going to take this turn. Do I want to take this turn to get Stealth Rocks up? Yeah, I do. I'll get Stealth Rocks up. You could have Ice Punch, for sure. But I still think you save this. I don't think you give this up. Just purely for an E4 switch-in is not worthless. I wish I had U-turn on my myth, but it's fine. The Mirror Herb strat was a good strat. They just didn't bring Annihilate, so I don't regret. Okay, cool. You leave. A lot of Earthquake immunity, so I didn't want to just go for EQ. Senor Boff. Is this the Talon Flame again? Nope, this is this thing. Okay. Get my Stealth Rocks up. Get another special attack boost. That's so funny that that's what, that's still so funny. Okay. Without the AV, how many turns of terrain do we have left? 1 turn of terrain, so that's actually fine. I don't want to EQ for the damage because it's literally going to be 0 damage. I do want to just go Psyken here. I do just want to go Psyken. P2 is going to be a bit of a threat. You know he has Ice Punch. Or Ice Beam, not Punch. P2 is going to be a bit of a problem. For sure. Yep, goes for Ice Beam. How much is this going to do? It's neutral. I still have... Yeah, I don't think I'll live another one. I don't think I'll live another one. If I let this go down... I can't save it anyway. I'll try to get a knockoff off. If he doesn't get the roll, then he risks a knockoff. So I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. I'm not going to blow my Terra on this because I can save it. I can save my Terra for Iron Crown to try to get through Metagross. I don't like losing Psyken. I always seem to lose Psyken early, but it's such a reliable early Mon to help. I think we've only seen Ice Beam on this Porygon as well. Yeah, he's trying to see if he wants to risk it. He wants to know if he wants to risk it for the biscuit or not. Could depend on his... I don't know if he gets the roll. He might. With the burn damage, I think he gets it. But it's fine if he does. Okay, so he switches. Okay, so I get a knockoff on something else. Hello, Boff. This is Talon Flame again? Oh, no, it's the Muck. Okay, I'm going to Earthquake the Muck this time. Why won't you let me EQ this? Okay. I'll just go for... Dragon Tail's still my safest play to not let anything stupid in for free, but I'll go for the Earthquake to maybe kill this thing. Like, let's just see if he lets me kill it. If something else comes in, I can still live in Dragon Tail in case he tries to set up with something, so that's fine. That's fine. If that's how it goes, that's fine. But we do need to get past the Metagross. The other good thing is Kayano looks really good if we knock this out, so that's cool. And T-Flame is like 75%. We hit it with a Dragon Tail. Okay, switch that. Okay. I was afraid of that. Yeah, I don't love that. That's a good play for him, from him. Do I want to save this as a sack? Do I want to save this as a sack? No, because I think you're just going to U-turn here. So I'll take the initiative. I'll let you knock me out. I don't think it's worth trying to go into Blastoise and losing a lot of momentum. Because if I go Blastoise, they U-turn, they go into Thundy, and that's really bad. So I don't want that to happen. Goes for Default. Okay. Oh, you were Heavy Duty Boots, too. Let's make note of that. Heavy Duty Boots. No, you're not. No boots for you. Okay. So either way, next turn I'm getting knocked out. So that's good to know. So you will Default. And then I guess we can just Dragon Tail for shits and giggles. Okay. I was gonna say, imagine if that doesn't kill. Okay, so Talon Flame kills Goodra with U-turn, which is fine. I'll get a little momentum back here. I have the Muck down really low. Who do you go into here? Who do you go into here? Show me your Mon. Show me your moves. I don't hate my position here. I do need to... That Porygon is going to be a problem. If I can't knock off the Porygon, I'm not going to have a good time. Yo! Okay, in comes the Thunder. Okay. So as a Thundy answer, we know your Terra Ice. I could go Neji to set my terrain back up. Which I don't hate. Let me see. Let me check a little calc here. Versus Thundurus. We don't have any intel on what kind of Thundurus this is. We have no idea what kind of Thundurus this is. Expanding Force does a ton of damage. He doesn't do a ton to me back. So let's go Neji. Get my Psychic Surge up. That stops any T-Wave shenanigans if you're pranks for T-Wave. Dazzling Gleam's doing 30%. I think Muck just comes in here, but I'll go for the E-Force. I'll make you go into Muck. I'll make you go into Muck. You might think, you might not want to. I don't know. Maybe you'll Volt Switch. I think Volt Switch makes the most sense here. Goes for U-turn. Okay. That hurts so bad. Okay. U-turn. Makes sense to not get trapped. It definitely hurts more than I thought it would. A little buff. Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect sense. Okay. So, I'm just going to go into Blastoise here. I feel like you could double again. No, we kind of need to keep Blastoise healthy for the Metagross. I can go back into Lando. You could Ice Punch. I guess if you Ice Punch, that's just, like, good play, right? Oh, wait. With the AV gone, is there any chance I knock out? Muck. No AV. Dazzling Gleam does 13 to 15%. That's crazy how little that does. Let's go Lando here. That's crazy how little that does. Okay, get our Intimidate. Poison Jab. Perfect. We resist that. Okay, doesn't get like a Poison Touch or anything like that, which is cool. I'm still not free to Earthquake. I guess I could Rock Slide. Does Rock Slide kill this thing? Muck. Alolan. Rock Slide does 27 to 32%. I'll take that roll. I'll take that roll. Could go Shaman here. Okay, goes into this thing. Yeah, this thing's a problem, bro. I missed the Rock Slide. That doesn't really matter. It was going to be like 0 damage. I'm assuming I do absolutely nothing to Porygon. I do 34 to 40% with an EQ. And I'm at the stage I kind of just need damage on stuff, right? No, Myth is still really good for Lando, so there's no point to throw it away. I'm in a bad spot. I am in a bad spot. You could Terra Fire. No, you wouldn't Terra Fire in front of me. That'd be silly. I'm in a bad spot. You're gonna Ice Beam. I'll go SK. Could Charge Beam. Charge Beam at Lando is bold, though. Yeah, Ice Beam is fine. Okay. Now, I think you're going to be... Blastoise is going to be faster than you, which I don't love. Yeah, because unless you're speed invested, which I don't see why you would be. You don't have any reason to run speed here. Surf is doing actually 0 to you. So this didn't really get me anything. But what I could do here is I could flip turn. We'll see what you go for. Maybe you switch. If you don't switch, I think I can go into Verso. Okay. Don't switch. This Porygon's a problem. I knew it would be. I don't hate going into Crown to get like a Volt Switch. I might regret this, but I need to do something. Thunderbolt? Okay, that's not the worst case scenario. That's not worst case scenario. We'll Volt Switch here because the Muk switch in is pretty... I mean, he doesn't have to switch in Muk. He could just be like, I'm going to take an E-Force. So we'll see what he does here. I think he has to go Muk. I'm in a bad spot. I'm in a really bad spot. I can't break this Porygon. Done very well of dodging my knockoffs. Okay, so you switch to Terra Fire. You're going to try to Terra Fire Blast me. That's fine, because I'm leaving. I'm not staying in. Okay, so we get Terra out. So that's good for the Thundy. The Thundy's not going to be able to Terra Blast my... Okay, so you're going to Terra Blast. Now, do I go into Lando? There's no way you Terra to go Ice Beam, right? But I can go Blastoise now and Surf for super effective damage. Yeah, Terra Blast Fire. Now, I'm sure I'm still not doing anything with... I'm very confident I still don't do anything with Surf. 25%. I can also Flip Turn again. If I Flip Turn, there's nobody really good to go out into, though, is the problem. So I'll Surf here. Because you could just recover, though, is the problem. I think you actually just recover. This is such a problematic mon for me. I should have been... Oh, if I had been Shell Smash Blastoise again. I'm really wishing I was Shell Smash Blastoise. That would have looked great here. Okay, we'll go for Surf. Not zero. Might not be fully Spit F. Goes for Recover. Yeah, no, that's not good. I think the Flip Turn would have been a good play there because you weren't going to Ice Beam me. Oh, we've seen Thunderbolt on this too, I believe. How much is Thunderbolt doing here? Thunderbolt. So we've seen all your moves. You have Thunderbolt, and you have Recover. Ice Beam, Terra Blast. Okay. Thunderbolt makes a lot of sense here. But Ice Beam would be the big ball in play. How much does Lando... I'm going to Flip Turn, and I'm going to go into Lando. I got to just try to get past this thing. Hopefully you go for Thunderbolt here. If you Ice Beam me, then phenomenal play, I think, is all I can do. Because nobody else is safe here. I could sack... No, I don't want to sack that. Let's go Lando. Just don't click Ice Beam. Just don't click Ice Beam. Perfect. Huge. Massive. Okay. Huge and massive. So EQ should kill you from here. And do I have a switch into Thundy? I don't really want to deal with Thundy coming in. So I probably should Rock Slide. It's fine. Actually, I'm gonna get my I'm gonna get Stealth Rock up here. We still haven't killed the Talonflame. We haven't killed anything yet. We're in bad shape. I do want Stealth Rock up. I'm gonna get Stealth Rock. Oh, he stays in. You're a monster. Good play. Good play staying in. Good play staying in. Yeah, that's a good play. Good play. Okay, P2 kills Lando with Ice Beam. That's a really good play. Okay. Now what I could do is I can go Kayano, and I can click Knockoff. I'll be a Dark type, so I shouldn't die to any one thing, so we'll knock off here. Make this thing either a little easier to deal with, or I just hit something else. I'm sure you switch in, like... Maybe you get greedy. I don't know. You're playing this really well, Vandy. I don't know how you've had a season. You're learning a lot. You're playing well. Get my knockoff off. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Okay. 0 damage, but I get rid of the Eviolite, and that's massive. Terra Blast Fire. That's fine. I'm Terra Dark. I don't know if I lived this, but I hope I did. There we go. We at least live it, so that's good. Yes, we don't do anything to you anymore. So let's just U-turn out. Will you turn out? And then I think I go into... not being able to kill that. If I can kill Muck, I'm looking so good. Okay, we go Blastoise here, and we just hope you didn't click Thunderbolt. I think that's all I can do, because if I don't want to... I could go into Neji, let you kill Neji, and then make a play. Because if you Thunderbolt here and kill Blastoise, I'm going to be... Yeah, because Thunderbolt kills Kayano, so I think I have to go Neji and just let you kill Neji. It sets up the terrain either way, so it kind of covers me. Yeah. No, I'm glad I didn't do that. Cool. So P2, I knew P2 was going to be a problem, man. P2 kills Indeedee. We're still not out of it. It could be worse. We can go Eskia here and just click Surf relatively comfortably. He says optimistically. Actually, what I can do is go Verso and Terra Ground, knock stuff out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that and hope you don't go into land. Or if you go into Torn here, I'm in trouble. Or not Torn, Fundy. Or I could just Volt Switch. How much is Volt Switch doing to this without Eviolites? Porygon 2. No Eviolite. No Eviolite. Terra Ground. Terra Ground doesn't even... Oh, he's Terra Fire. Okay, I would definitely knock out with Terra Blast here. I do it. I don't think you hard switch in Thundy here. I just don't think you do. Okay, sick. Okay, so we're gonna kill this, and that's massive. Okay, so Crown KOs Muck is Terra Blast Ground. Cool. Okay, so that's huge. That frees up Expanding Force later. Bam. Sick. This does leave me very vulnerable to... Just don't send in Thundy right now. Don't send in Thundy right now, and I'm okay. If you send in Thundy, I am in trouble. Okay. Yeah, I'm still in rough shape here. I don't think you're going to be a setup Thundy if you have U-turn, though. I don't think you're going to be set up Thundy if you have U-turn. Like, you're not going to run bulk up Acrobatics. And now that you can't beat Terra Ice, you can't hit me with that. I can hit Metagross. Talonflame's a pretty free switch in here. But you take a lot of Rocks damage. You don't die to Rocks, though. We're not out of it. We are definitely not out of it. Okay, Larry. Worst of all, Larry. Okay, Larry takes a little Rocks damage. Gonna need... I have to sack Kayano here. I have to sack Kayano. Nothing I can do. Shaybe! We haven't seen Shaman yet. So we don't know what this thing's trying to do. Yeah, I think Vandy's got this, man. I think Vandy played this so well. Sea Flare. Did that kill me? Yeah, okay. Shaman kills Meow with Seed Flare. Okay, so the good news is I can go Verso and I can click Expanding Force. I think that's my play. I'm sure. I feel like Metagross comes in here, though. Maybe I Volt Switch. I have so many turns of Psychic Terrain. Metagross is your answer now. I feel like I shouldn't have brought this strat here, but if I Volt Switch, I can see what you did. But if you don't switch, I'll just Expanding Force. I can switch into... Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't knock out. That's bad. That's GG. That's GG. Shaman. KOs. Crown with Seed Flare. Yeah, man. My team struggles to break stuff. Yeah, tough. Tough. Well freaking played, dude. G freaking G. Did he miss a Sea Flare? That's crazy. All right, well, that helps with the differential a little bit, so I'll take that. Blastoise, KOs, Shaman with Ice Beam. That's funny. It only matters for differential. He still got us in the bag. Yeah, man, tough game. I'm not even sure, like, if I go back, it's just the Porygon, man. I couldn't break the Porygon. Yep, in comes Thundy. Yep. Miss a Thunderbolt. Oh, gee. Oh, I lived on 4. Man, if I was Shell Smash Blastoise. Look at that. 50%. Freeze. That'd have been crazy. Could you imagine? That'd have been crazy. If I had Rapid Spun there. That's crazy. G freaking G's. Vandy, congratulations, man. I'm glad you got a win this season. Played super well that game. You definitely deserve to win. Team prep wise, I think he had a great matchup into me, and I think he absolutely took advantage of it. I think I tried to get cute with the Lando, and that just didn't work out, but G freaking G's. I'm happy for him, man. Newcomer to Draft League, first win of his season. Tough that it puts us 3-4. So our playoffs are going to get spicy, so before this video gets uploaded, I will come back and tell you whether or not we make playoffs. But yo, what's up, everyone? This is the after show of kind of explaining what the playoff race looked like after our loss here versus Vandy. And basically what we needed to happen was for us to make playoffs, because we didn't win. We had a record of 3-4 with a -8 differential. So the only way that I could make playoffs was let me pull it up here, was if so my playoff race came down to one game, D-Ray versus Callum, and I needed Callum to win 3-0 or 4-0, specifically a 3-0 or a 4-0 to push D-Ray below. It was a really weird situation where I needed that to go, and we didn't get it. We will not be in playoffs here in the BUBL, and I think that's okay. It's tough when we had two insane runs back to back, PPL finals, championship, SPL finals, didn't win that one. So SPL runner up. So it does sting a little bit to not even make playoffs in this league, but I can't be too upset. This was an incredible league. We had an incredibly tough schedule. We played everybody. Like if we go down the line, the current standings at the end of regulation, the regular season here, we lost to the first place team, we lost to the second place team, we beat the third place team in Playmore, we lost to Joey, who was in fourth place, we beat Seabad, who was in fifth place. I think we played D-Ray, right? Yeah, we played D-Ray, we lost to D-Ray in sixth place, and then we didn't play the seventh or eighth place team. And you know, it was a really hard schedule, and in a short season when you play basically like 5 of the top teams going to playoffs, you know, it was a tough season. But I'm a firm believer, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know, if you want to win, you got to win. You know, so it doesn't even matter if you make playoffs. I lost to a lot of really good teams. And I'm going to talk a little bit about our team and like where I think we went wrong. If I look at my roster here, it's not that I didn't like my team, right? I think there were a couple things. I picked Landorus Therian very early because I thought Landorus Therian, I didn't realize how nerfed it got coming into the season, coming into this generation. It lost access to Rock Polish, so it was no longer a dual Dan sweeper. It lost knockoff, which means it lost like so like back in Gen 6 when everybody used Landorus, it was such a good defensive pivot because you get it in and then you get free knockoffs, and that's obviously really strong. That's my fault for not realizing it lost access to knockoff, but like Tornadus gets to keep it, and Thunderous gets to keep it, so I didn't realize that Landorus lost it, so that's my fault. And then we had the Slow King stuff. I think we made some really good trades, and if I had made them earlier, I think we would have been in a better spot. But dropping Slow King for Blastoise felt really good here at the end of the season. I know we lost our last game, even with Blastoise, but I still felt like that was a really good change. Clefable, I just don't like. It's not that I don't like Clefable. I think Clefable's a really strong mon, but Clefable's two best sets in Calm Mind setup or like Stored Power setup, I hate those sets. I hate running sets like that. So Clefable was a bad mon to draft when I don't like running those sets. So that was tough. Iron Moth didn't turn out to be as good as I thought it would be. I think Iron Moth, I don't know if it was like the team. I just never felt like running Iron Moth, and it might be because like the 4x weakness to ground was pretty scary for my team apart from Lando. Like Iron Crown didn't want to deal with it. Hisuian Gudra didn't like ground types. I don't know if that was part of it. But, and then also I feel like I went for the Expanding Force kind of Psychic Terrain Iron Crown set with Indeedee and Iron Crown, and I feel like that just didn't work very well. I had a couple tough matchups, especially in the Vandy. Vandy played so well, and it's my fault too for basically I shouldn't have like brought this team. I thought I would be able to break through the mons that kind of stopped my Expanding Force stuff, my Psychic Terrain stuff, but he played so well I just like didn't get to break the mons. Like I just shouldn't have brought that team into Alolan Muck and Metagross, because he was well prepared for that, and I just couldn't break through. And I think that was the other thing my team struggled with. I didn't really have a good breaker. You know what I mean? Like on, I feel like on some of my other teams, especially like SPL's not fair because it was like it was any ability or whatever. But like PPL, for example, I had things like Ogerpon, Hearthflame, who's a great breaker. I had Spectrier, who's a great breaker. And I feel like this team just didn't have a breaker. You know what I mean? Like even if I am going to my game with Vandy, I had Psychic Terrain up. I was a max special attack Iron Crown, and Expanding Force didn't kill an offensive Shaman. So that was tough. That's a tough. I didn't even do the calc because I thought I would just kill. Not that it would matter because I couldn't do anything anyway. But I just feel like the team didn't quite come together the way I thought it would. So I feel like I don't think I didn't play well. I think there were games I could have played better. But I think with a lot of tough coaches, a lot of good teams, and I feel like my team didn't quite suit what I was going for. It was a tough season, but we had a fun season, and I'm really excited to announce we are going back in the We're going back into the pond here of Draft League. We are in PPL Season 5. I'm super excited to announce we're going to defend our championship crown, of course. I'm super excited. They like threw together a season, and there's going to be... It's a crazy season. I already have my team. I love my team over in PPL Season 5. So I'm pumped up for that, and I'll catch you guys. It'll be... I think the first upload for that is the end of September. It's like September 29th or something like that. Don't quote me. It's like that weekend. So I am super excited to keep Draft League going. I hope you guys have been enjoying Draft League. I have a lot of other exciting projects I'm going to try to bring to the channel. And I'm pumped up, man. I'm feeling good. So let me know if you guys have been liking Draft League and you want me to continue looking for stuff. After PPL Season 5, I could see it being a regular stay around here. But let me know. And I'm going to get the flocking out of here. And if you guys didn't already, make sure you pick up your Rochester Ride On merch. We still have the championship merch available from our PPL Season 5 championship. So go check that out. And I'm going to get the flocking out of here. And love you guys. Shout out to BUBL. Super fun. Thanks for having me. I'm going to get out of here. Goodbye.